Hey guys, it's Jimmy Jam, and today I wanted to ask you, is Alien Resurrection just a parody disguising itself by calling itself art? I don't know. I think it's time that we have a chat about that.
Welcome to Jimmy Jam's Dirty and Chaotic. And we're coming back for a rare episode of a part two because my phone died because I wasn't smart enough to charge it enough. So,
I was
yeah,
surprised when I looked on my phone. I was still at like 31% or something.
I was probably at like 60% when we started. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we can breeze past this. No, because I wrote notes, it went longer, I'm pretty sure. But then, if you haven't guessed by now, I like to talk. And I like to talk about aliens. Alien Resurrection. I just dropped
part
a beer and it
part
exploded on me. It just squirted. Just squirted on me. Anyways, part two of Alien Resurrection, our review of a movie nostalgically like Carl. I'm gonna go this way. It might work. Himself, Carl. He's not so fond of it, and that's okay. And that's why we do these reviews. I have to fix a mistake from my last one for part one. I said that this movie had half the budget of Alien 3. That is wrong. Alien 3, actually, this movie had $20 million more than Alien 3. Yeah, there's $20 million more into the budget than Alien 3. And what it was that I got confused was that Aliens was only like 16.5 million. Yeah, right. And then Alien 3 was 50 million. And that huge jump, I thought this only half is. No, this movie is actually, I'm pretty sure, like, definitely up to this point, obviously, it was the most expensive Alien movie that they had made.
I know,
So,
I
and
wish they would release that number without putting the actors' pay in it.
yeah, right.
I wish they'd put like have a side note.
Yeah, of like
Just
what actually went, like, so you can see what went into production, what went
yeah.
into salary,
I
what
think
went into like,
I think that'd be cool to see. But
and to see what went into marketing too, because that's something that sometimes they add, but usually it's like another third of the movie's cost goes towards marketing,
mm-hmm,
but they don't add that in, so that's like another 10, 20 million
mm-hmm.
right there. Yeah, so we were at point where the captain of the Betty had died because he was an idiot and just kept going for fucking weapons over and over. Well, no, it was like three times, twice, but whatever. It was stupid. He had enough weapons. All right, had
Yeah,
enough
that's
guns.
totally where
Yeah,
we were. Yeah, we were right here.
and then Ripley shows up by sticking the gun through the captain underneath. He gets the whole shit. So we're getting there. Ripley's there, and she makes her whole entrance. Everyone's a little bit like, "Who the fuck are you? Like, what the fuck are you? What is going on?" And then Ripley does the most badass thing with Cole, who has been nagging on her this whole fucking movie. Human, like, you're a fucking creature. You know, like you shouldn't even be alive. This whole movie, and we'll get to why that's kind of ironic later.
Yeah.
Right? It's quite a, and I get why they did it, and it makes sense in the story of it all.
Mm-hmm.
But and rips out the tongue of a fucking the alien that she just murdered, and goes,
Mm-hmm.
"It would make a great souvenir," and puts it in Cole's hands. For one, should Cole's hands be burning at any point? Like, there's got to be acid on that, right?
Make a nice souvenir.
A good point, actually.
Right? Because she's ripping it right out.
Yeah.
There's got to be acid, so somebody's got to be on that shit. Like
Well,
somebody's got to move.
does their drool doesn't make acid though, does it?
No, I don't think so.
No, but it spits at
Hi,
point.
Jenna.
It spits at them at one point in this movie,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
different. But so maybe you could pull it out. Maybe there is no acid in the KY saliva.
but they also rip the tongue like out, and I would think that would cause it to bleed.
There would be, yeah, you would think.
Be blood coming from like the end of it at least. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, so that's one of those moments that got me though. I don't care if they're girly headphones.
I love those headphones,
Right?
especially in your vlogs. It's fucking funny. It makes me laugh every time.
Right? Yeah.
There's no microphone. Where the hell's the microphone on that thing?
It's down here. It's like just a little thing like on the side that picks it up. But it picks it up really nicely.
It does. Yeah. I think you actually sound better with these headphones than you do with the other ones. The Bluetooth would make me
But
nervous, personally. But anyways, back to the movie.
anyways, back to the movie.
You could just take a black
So
Sharpie and make them black. They might not be so girly. Color
uh,
them in. It's a
so
great arts and crafts
just
time, kids. Here we go.
dip them in tie dye. See what happens.
Just wear a toque over them.
There you go. That'll just look like
For all the Americans watching that, it's a beanie.
yeah,
Toque is
yeah, a beanie. They're all like absolutely freaking out. She tears her tongue out, and they're like, "What the fuck?" And then they're like, "Okay, we have to ban up. Our captain's dead. The dude with the guns. He kind of like steps up and steps up as so right. Well, you can't just call him the other color, the negative color to the not negative. That's wait. But like if it was a photo, they'd be photo negative of the rest of the characters. You can't say that. But but I guess I did.
I'm assuming he's very good looking.
Yes.
I would think that's what the opposite side thinks. That guy.
Oh, I just meant like he was photo like we're white, so negatively he.
Yeah. I know what you meant. Yeah.
Okay, so you were dodging that whole bullet.
Kind of.
Perfect. Yeah. And now I'm getting swatted. No. So now they're all freaking out, but they start moving. So they start walking down the hallways and going through. And then they get next to an elevator, and bing, it goes off. And I don't know about you, but the look on Christy's face when he stops, it's just priceless. Like his eyes shoot wide when the elevator just bings right behind him. And then the door opens, and it's Reese, as I call AKA Wheels.
That's right, yeah. Reese, or whatever it is.
Yeah. And he rolls out in his wheelchair, and they all go, "Oh my God, you're going to give me a fucking heart attack." And his delivery of this next line is so good, but it's so stupid. And I'm going to say this for when I edit it. Put the quote right here so I don't have to repeat it again. But I love it. He's like,
"Who are you expecting? Santa Claus?"
Who did you expect it was? Santa Claus? Like, is he deaf too? Maybe from getting his ears burned, but he just yells it so emphatically.
That's a pretty funny scene.
And I do like the next scene when they're all walking again, trying to get to so they can get out, get to the Betty. And they're walking, and Johnson, fucking Ron Perlman, his character. Johnner, not Johnson, Johnner. Thank you.
John.
He goes up to a airplane. He's like, "Hey, so I heard you dealt with these things before. Like, so what did you do?" She just like coldly turns to him and goes, "I died."
Yeah.
And he goes,
"Like, ran into these things before."
Yeah.
"What did you do?"
I died.
Yeah.
"Fuck."
Another great one-liner in that movie.
I think that's not just like an action hero. That's a pretty good comedy. Like, I died. I don't know what else to tell you. Like,
what did
I dealt with this thing. Yeah, I died in the end. But it's funny because she could have told him so much more. Because like she punched the queen in a robot. She fucking shot at these things. She fucking strapped one in a lead works and let it. She did some pretty epic things. But no, I died. Because in the end, that's what happened. Speaking of, we are on to the clone scene. This is one of the most like well-known scenes. But this is another one that stands out to people. I'm just gonna jump. Okay, dogs. Okay. Hey, be quiet. Hey, this is my video. Ruby, I love you. This is my video. Anyways, they might come in. They sometimes run into the screen.
Pets are great.
Right? They're the best. Definitely for doing videos.
A couple of weeks ago, Violet was pulling all my shit over.
I know, exactly. I think that was for Alien 3.
She got tangled in my fucking wires that I've got all over the fucking place at the moment.
It worked out good. I'm in the middle of editing that one. I still haven't finished putting the voice to my intro for it, but I'm going to. It's going to happen. The edited version is coming out soon.
It's a lot of work.
It's also going to take... It's gonna take a lot of time to upload just that itself. But also, Jimmy J, I just put up a new vlog and a new what the hell I'm doing in the yard video, and it's pretty funny. So you should check that out. Anybody that's watching, but not yet. Keep watching the live, so I keep getting these.
Oh, I was
But
gonna watch it
now,
now. Like, check it
so
out.
yes, so now we are to the clone scene where Ripley finds the room that says, I think it just says like clone room or something like that. And she's like, what? Or it's like 1 to 7. It's like experiments 1 to 7
What the hell does it
or
say? I
something like
can't
that on the
remember.
win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways.
it's something that catches her eye, and she goes, oh, she walks in, and then you see a room full of fucking failed experiments
Yeah.
of them trying to clone her, and they are god awful. Some of these things, like there's like legs coming out of heads, and like
Teeth.
yeah, like they are absolutely just god awful and scary. Like they are fucking ridiculous. I always thought like they're just scary. Like it's one of those like what the fuck?
They
And
look
then they come
they look realistic though. I mean, they look
yeah,
good. The good effects wise, they look fucking great.
effects wise,
Mhm.
right? But they're still terrifying as a concept. I guess the concept to me as a kid, again, I saw this when I was like 7, 8 years old in the theater. And I was like, what the fuck? And then they come across number 7, which I don't mean to use this word, but I don't think whatever. A mongoloid of a fucking being. Like this thing has fucking 2 arms out here, and fucking its face is like melted into its own thing, and it's just number 7 is just how they did the effect was she just had her head through a table, and there was just like this thing, this
this
and the
this
classic line that comes out of this is just what that's the other like famous scene that comes out of this movie that you think of.
mhm.
One is Brad Dourif making out with the alien through glass. This kill me scene, but the funny thing is this scene was meant to be in Alien, and I brought it up in that movie, but I'll bring it up again. So there's a deleted scene, and it's totally out there. By the way, Jamie, edit this. Put the scene in. It's out there. I can find it. There's a scene, there's a deleted scene where Ripley is running through, we're trying to get to her escape pod, which is like most of these movies. Anyways, but yeah, it's Ripley running to go to find her escape pod. And at one point, she runs across Dallas, the captain in the first movie, and he is like in like an egg incubation thing. And in the original like script of the movie, he was being turned into an egg, but that never worked. But he was screaming, "Kill
Oh
me!"
yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
then they took that and they put it in Aliens when they find that the colonist
Hmm.
that's been set up, and she goes, "Kill me,
He's
kill!"
all
And then
stuck on the wall. Yeah.
stuck on the wall and it
Yeah.
burst out. So this has been like a scene that like never really made it to screen, but like this one I find it the closest to that. It brings it out like in an even darker way. So this thing is just screaming, "Kill me!" And then Ripley just lights the fucking room on fire.
Yeah.
Like,
All of a sudden, Call shows up with the fucking flamethrower.
right,
She's like, "Here."
right here, this is gonna help you.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And then she
I
fucking
guess.
lights. Then she lights up the place. Yeah.
She fucking lights up the room like no other. And you
Blow
see all these things screaming and blowing up, and
exploding vials of alien slime, bits and pieces
well,
of
not even alien like
or
slime,
clone slime.
like
Yeah,
like
alien clone slime, whatever the fuck they are. Yeah,
right.
good scene, good
Yeah,
effect.
and I'm pretty sure they actually burned down that set that they had. Like it was one of those ones that was. It might have been a miniature, actually. It might have been a miniature of the set that they actually lit on fire and filmed.
Yeah.
Which
Looks
that was
great.
that's
Looks
some
great.
that's that's something that is lost in movies these days is miniatures. And they were so good in these movies. Like all the Alien movies, I think do so well because they use miniatures and do these great shots where you think it's like a whole expansive world, but it's literally just shot on a smaller scale. But
Mm-hmm.
details there. But it's just an old school filming technique that they don't use much anymore. That
I
kind
don't
of
even think about that in any of these movies. I never even thought about that being even in them.
and there's I could again if we went through them again, we're not going to. Don't worry, Carl. If we were, I could point out like so many scenes that are actually done with miniatures that you. Well,
Yeah.
and like every spaceship scene is done with a miniature, obviously.
Uh-huh.
Like the outside of a spaceship, like that's done with like a miniature model
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's flown in space. But
Star
that's been
Wars,
done in
Star Wars stuff. Yeah. One of these movies is
and
even a Lucas. Or Lucas had something to do with one of them, didn't
I'm pretty sure. Well, actually, in the very, I know actually, Industrial Light and Magic. It might have been this one that they came on. I'm not sure.
he? Either
I'm not gonna.
or the first one.
Well, he was okay in the first one. George Lucas was part of the group with Dan O'Bannon and like a group of guys that came out of film school right at the exact same time. And they all came out and they made a movie called Dark Space, I think it's called. I'll put the name up in the edited one, but it's a low budget movie that but they all worked on it. And Dan O'Bannon was the guy that wrote this in the Aliens, and he worked with them. And actually, in that movie, they're like, we need an alien. So he just inflated a beach ball and put feet on it with a little bit of hair on top. He's like, yeah, that's the alien. They're like,
Mhm.
Dan, it's just a beach ball. He's like, yeah, so
I know I saw Lucas Arts or whatever on one of them at the beginning,
yeah,
but doesn't matter. Matters doesn't matter.
but I'm pretty sure LucasArts also did a bunch of the video games and worked on the video games that came out, which is something I'll get into on another part of my channel. All the Alien video games that I grew up. There's so many good ones. There
Uh,
are so many good ones. Actually, this one is like one of the. I'm gonna just a little side tangent. One more side tangent, quick. So, Alien Resurrection, the PS1 game. It was a PS1 game that they made as a survival horror game. And it is probably one of the hardest games I have ever played. But it's also the very like one of the first games to ever have the joysticks where you like look with one and then move with the other. Like every joystick setup that we know.
hmm
Like you play any Call of Duty or anything, like how those two joysticks work for your movement and you're looking.
hmm
It was the first game to have that in a console. And there's a famous article, and I'll put it up. There's another one to put up. A famous article that literally they quote saying the most horrific thing about this game is its controller setup. And like it's just so badly dated because that's how every game is played now. Like
Oh yeah.
exactly how they set up the controller. So it's like it kind of like broke the world in a sense. It was like, oh, this is one of the first things that actually did the Y and X axis and those two
I don't even remember the
controllers.
PS1 controller. Was it the same as the PS2?
Pretty much, yeah.
It had the dual analogs and stuff. Okay.
And actually, that game was one of the first games that also had a mouse peripheral, so you could plug a mouse into it
Oh yeah.
and play mouse and keyboard on your PS1.
Oh yeah.
Nobody knew that or played it like that, but that was a possibility in the actual game.
Yeah.
There's only like 3 games on the PS1 that added that, but it was the one. So now we're going. Oh, after the clone scene, there's that great line from Johnner. What a waste of ammo. Must be a chick thing.
Yeah. I think he threw a swear word in there.
What's the big deal, man?
Fucking waste of ammo.
Let's go.
Must be a chick thing.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
that line.
but it
That's
was
like that's the line in the whole movie that stands out to me the most. I don't know why, but it is.
absolutely.
That's
Roman.
that's my one-liner that I'm taking out of this movie for sure.
I think we already went past it, but I'm also going to say my other favorite line of genres is when they figure out that the ship is going to Earth. When they're like, oh, it's getting turned around, and like we're going to Earth. Like Ripley
Oh,
just feels that the ship is moving, and then and then they all freak out. They're like, oh, what the fuck, Earth? And then it cuts to John, and he just goes, Earth. What a shithole, man!
what
I
a
rather
shithole.
or he goes, yeah. And well, first he goes, and then it goes around, and it cuts back to it. He goes, Earth, what a shithole!
What a
It's like,
shithole.
What's home base?
Earth. Oh, great. Bastard. Earth. I'd rather stay here with the things, man. How long until we get to Earth?
3 hours almost.
Earth, man. What a shithole.
what happened to Earth in these movies to make it like this terrible planet that nobody like none of the, but also they're all pirates, so maybe they're just not welcome on Earth.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that could be.
I just find it like what a fucking shit, what a shithole. So now we'll get into the underwater scene. Some of it was good.
They got a lot of water on that spaceship.
Right? Like they just flooded their whole, like the whole bottom half of the fucking space, or at least that section.
They say in the movie there, we're at the bottom of the ship. Yeah.
That's a pretty good amount that's actually flooded.
And they got to swim 90 feet.
Yeah, and that's like Olympic. Like I couldn't do that.
Fuck me neither. I thought about that both
No.
times that I watched this movie. It's like I'd have been dead. I would have been dead way back there.
Like way back there. So yeah, but that's like Olympic level swimming that they have to do.
Uh-huh.
And
They
like,
they show clips of them like grabbing hold of stuff though too and pulling themselves and
pulling it through.
Some of them weren't just swimming. Some of them were like
no, they were hauling ass to get out of there. And one of them and Christy was also carrying Reese on his back because everyone wanted to ditch the cripple.
Time to ditch the chair. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wanted to ditch the cripple.
Ditch the cripple. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's time to ditch the chair. Right?
Especially that swimming that far underwater.
Right, and the way that he does it too is he like hits the bottom and he's crawling across those because he has all that weight. I like that they add that. Like he's kind of crawling across the grates. Like he's pulling himself more than he's actually swimming through that scene.
He was, yeah, for sure, yeah. I remember that.
Then
I kept waiting for Wheels to like hit the back of his head on a pipe or something.
Right?
But it didn't.
Like, I know they didn't add any real comedy in there other than like the aliens that come in, which is still kind of comedic. But then there's the captain's girlfriend.
How come Ripley was so scared to get in the water? She didn't like that idea at all.
I wondered about that too. Maybe she already sensed the fact that it was going to be a trap. Spoilers, there's a trap. Like maybe she already had that guy, but it never really, and she's never dealt with them underwater. I think that is another thing. Like that's the whole thing that in this whole series, she's never dealt with them in water.
They swim good too.
Yeah, apparently they swim really good.
Them aliens be some good swimmers.
I guess they don't have to breathe. They don't have to do it. Like, they don't breathe air. Like as you learn in Romulus, they can just survive in fucking. Okay, dog. Okay, you'll survive while they're out in the in deep space. Hey, bear dog, come here.
I think
Come say hi.
Seems like they can survive anywhere they want to fucking survive.
Hey, bear dog, come here. Come say hi.
They can survive in hot
it's a bear dog.
At least for a little bit of time. They can survive in space. They can survive
That's my bear dog.
Underwater. They can survive
anywhere, and that's kind of like a big thing with them is that that's why everybody wants them. It is the way that they can survive over anything, and that's why Waitland wants them. Yeah, and you learn more about that in I guess Romulus, where you figure out that they're studying them so they can use their DNA to make humans better. I guess. Back to this movie. So the swimming scene is she's kind of not much of a character in most of this movie.
No.
and she's just carrying all the guns that the captain had. Like that's what gets her killed, which is really funny because she starts swimming and she's the last one to go in, and you can see she has this look of like death, like just defeat in her eyes before she jumps in to go swim. And then it cuts and you see the aliens. And they're like, oh, and they jump in. And then she starts like really trying to swim away from them really hard. And all the guns just tangle up in her. It's like, oh, you died like your partner. Stupid with the guns. Leave them alone. If you're going to swim, don't hold 4 guns. They might not even work when you get out of the fucking water. Don't carry the fucking weapons, man. Which luckily some of the weapons do work underwater, which is good. I mean, I guess this is the future, so you would expect your weapons to work.
Oh, yeah, there's an underwater
I
shot
wouldn't.
coming right up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then right after that, she gets taken out and dragged off. And then you see the 2 aliens come in and they're swimming hard. Like the CGI is a little wonky, but it's kind of cool to
Wasn't
see
bad, yeah.
like how smooth their kind of movements are.
Mhm.
Like I never put it together that they are kind of aquatic in nature, like the look of them. Like they probably could swim really well.
They,
But the smooth, this like just the way that they're built. Like, oh, is it Johnner that fires or is it Ripley
I think
that fires
it's
the?
shit. I think it's Ripley. I'm not positive.
Yeah, I think it's Ripley too.
I think it's Ripley. Yeah.
I just because I know there's a shot
Anyway,
of
she's a
Johnner looking back, and he goes, "Oh!" And yeah, but I think it's Ripley that actually takes the shot. Johnner freaks out when he sees the aliens behind him, and then keeps swimming. And then yeah, I think it's Ripley that takes the shot with a grenade, and I love it. And how the other one, like one of them sees it and sneaks completely out of the way because it knows the other one's gonna get it. It's like, nope, not me. Like
just barely gets out of the way in time. Yeah.
right,
Leaving the other alien not enough time to square.
right in the goddamn forehead. Does it get both of them,
No, just
or
one. I
like
think, doesn't it?
just one? Yeah, and then how did they kill the other one that's chasing him, or does it disappear after that? Because I know they get to the end and there's a trap. There's like that whole. But do they kill the other one, or does it disappear?
I can't remember either. I don't think they killed it though. I just remember the one
No,
sort of the head exploding of the one.
yeah, when it lands and it hits, maybe it's implied that it killed both. I don't know, but I can't remember.
Maybe it fled. Maybe it was scared of that gun.
Yeah, maybe because they are animals that learn.
Mhm.
Like and maybe that was the smart one. Like it learns. Maybe that was that one. Because I don't think they've shown that one get killed yet, but they never actually mark it. I wish in the movie they marked the one that the scientists were like, oh, you learned pretty smart. And then it was the one doing all these kind of things. Because it would make it, I don't know, it would kind of connect the alien as like more. Like that one is the one.
Maybe.
And coming up to a later shot, I thought it would be cool if the one that's carrying Ripley, when during that weird artistic kind of shot where it's like carrying Ripley to the nest, it'd be cool if it had that marking on it. I just thought like that would kind of like carry because there's a scene later where
that alien
Ripley falls.
That alien should have had a mustache or something.
Right? There you go. A big old beard, right?
Yeah, something. A crooked ear or something.
Right?
2 different colored eyes.
I don't think they have eyes.
Gold teeth.
Yes, the one that comes out is a pip.
Do they have eyes? I guess they don't
No,
really ever show them having eyes, do they? Oh no, they're heat seekers or some fucking thing.
They're like heat seeking and telepathic. Like there's a bit of, but they've never been shown to have eyes in any of their.
No, yeah.
Like maybe underneath that dome, there's some kind of eyes there in the front, but they don't ever show eyes themselves.
They're too weak.
Yeah, right.
You need to evolve past having eyes to be strong, versatile.
Right. murderous.
Makes sense. Really.
Right?
If you're
It
gonna
is
s-
a weakness. So, like,
if
if
you're
you can
gonna
delete senses,
if you're gonna survive in fucking melting lead or outer space, or I mean, yeah, eyes are
right?
they're a problem.
Absolutely, they are. They're going to get right in the way.
But I
There's
guess
going to be exploding in all different ways.
your mouth is
Well,
too.
I guess, but we will get to an alien that has eyes in a couple minutes here, like
Oh
at the end
yeah.
of this, because
All right.
that's what makes this movie so much weirder is the expressions on it, and that's why it comes off even creepier. But also, I'm going to take a minute break because Carl,
Oh,
do a few shout outs.
well,
Maybe
shit.
a sponsorship.
Sit here and look at the camera. Hey,
That's good. Make some noise.
hey,
Throw
thank
some
you.
things in general directions.
Actually, maybe I'll start recording myself here and see what happens. Where's my camera? There it is. Okay, turn this. There we go. Okay, then video. Put it on video. Get on video. There we go. Hey now, Carl the Madman here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. This is part 2 on Jimmy Jams's vlog, but this is which is right there on that thing. But right now we're on this thing here. We're live, but this isn't live. You'll see this later. Anyways, that's kind of how that works. Shut that off. There we go. Stop. Fucking just stop already. Fuck. Everything's so hard all the time. God. Aliens. This is the last one. We're doing the last one. There's no more aliens movies. We're done. Finished. Kaputs. We watched 38 alien movies in the last few weeks together, and this is the last one. No more aliens movies. Okay, maybe it wasn't 38. Maybe it was, the heck was it? Like 13 of them or some fucking thing? I don't know. There's a whole bunch. There's a whole fucking pant load of alien movies, and we watched them all.
Yeah, there's been a bunch of alien movies, and
28 of them. We watched like 28 of them in the last few
right,
weeks. Yeah.
right, like 28 days later,
I just got
which
a
is another
text.
series.
I just got a text. Oh, I can do it right here. That's okay. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. You're back.
I'm back, and we were talking about the water scene. Okay, it blew him up. In this scene, I don't know where in this scene, but apparently Ron Perlman almost died. He almost drowned while doing these underwater scenes. And
Oh,
apparently,
really?
like one of the
Ron
yeah,
Perlman
like
did?
apparently something went wrong, and he almost drowned. He got pulled up and had to get like resuscitated. Apparently,
Wow.
and I was like, I'm glad he survived.
Anyways, speaking of life,
Yeah,
lost his life. He almost lost his
yeah,
life.
Ron Perlman almost fucking drowned in the filming of that, but they still made it. I'm pretty sure it's after the scene when he like screams and like lets out like most of his breath. Like that's the other thing. When I watched this underwater scene, the amount that all of them are letting out their breaths, they're out of oxygen like halfway through this. There's no way. Like if you watch all the bubbles and all the blah blah blah, they're done. They are dead.
Except for
So
Ripley.
halfway, and then definitely right at the end when they're freaking out because they can't get through this alien mesh that's set up. You know, like
That's
this
right. Yeah,
alien
it's
fucking.
like a
I don't know,
after.
like a meniscus,
There you go.
a layer of just
Afterbirth.
I don't know. Yes, exactly. Again, a lot of this movie has weird, I don't want to say sexual, but just like weird visuals of things.
Slimy.
A bit, yeah, slimy and on the sexual side almost. And again, that's a French director. They'll do that. But yeah,
Speaking of
so
French director, we were talking about him yesterday,
yes,
and I said he made a
yeah,
movie in 22. That was it's in
yeah.
French. It's in French, and it's on the French Netflix.
It's on French Netflix.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's a
I'm never
French,
gonna watch it,
and it's
but
a
I'm
French movie. Yeah, well, it would have to be dubbed for me or whatever.
dubbed. I'll read subtitles when I
Or
want to read
subtitles, yeah.
subtitles,
Hmm.
right?
I
But
actually have
yeah,
started doing that way more than I used to when I'm watching movies and stuff. I have seemed to turn
yeah,
it on.
I have subtitles on all the time actually, just
Yeah.
because if I have to listen to it quietly or whatever, at least. But
Sometimes it's hard to hear or whatever that they say or something too in a
well,
movie.
and a lot of definitely in movies because like I don't know what it is with like all fucking movies, definitely from this era, and like from the like late '90s to late 2000s when the action was so loud and the talking is so quiet. It's mixed really weirdly, like all movies, especially on fucking on home movie. Like everything is all the action is so loud, and then the talking is just like
Yeah. You're almost working the remote.
yeah, in between.
I know I haven't moved. None of these movies did that to me, but I know.
No, these ones were actually pretty good, but like later on in movies, I found that, and like more modern movies, I find I have to put the fucking subtitles on. Maybe I'm just getting deafer. I don't know. I am in a rock band, so
Yeah, and we're getting older.
right, and we're getting older, so
Yeah.
maybe that has something to do with it.
Especially me. You're still a youngster.
I'm a yeah, I'm youngster in age, but old at heart. I fucking hurt, man.
So they're breaking
But
through
yes,
the
the
meniscus.
mess, right? Yeah, they're breaking through that, and they get up, and then they cut through the scenes of all the eggs laid there, and that is an evil fucking trap. Even Johnner is like, they left the fucking. It's an ambush. What the fuck? Like, like that is evil and intelligent. Like, you know what? Like, to trap wherever they could be coming from, and then have eggs laid out there. Also, how many drones were running back and forth to go like, hey, we have to lay these eggs here? Like, like they had to have like drones running back and forth like ants or whatever. Because that's kind of the mentality they have with aliens. It's kind of like ants. There's the queen, there's drones, there's warriors.
Yeah. There's one
Yeah.
shit. Maybe we're not quite at that scene yet. The spider scene. You remember the spider scene?
But do you get scared by
Yeah.
it? Yeah, that's coming right up.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's as they're crawling up after this.
Okay. They get
Yeah.
into. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, they're crawling. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I remember where we are.
Because so they break through and then they go, oh my god, it's an ambush, and they jump down and they just lay a bunch of fucking grenades that absolutely do the trick.
Dude does another ricochet shot. Christy does a ricochet. He looks up and he sees. He looks. They show the ceiling, and then he fucking launches one, and it goes ding, and then goes and lands. Fucking, yeah,
like literally in the mouth of one of the eggs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like it lands right in the egg, blows them, and then they all start blowing up. I don't know why. When one blew up, they all like.
He shot a couple.
Maybe
he shot a couple of grenades. I know a couple of grenades went in there. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it just looked like one or two got shot, and then they all started just kind of consecutively blowing up. But either way, it was pretty cool. But also, what about the acid? Like, I'm pretty sure those eggs still have the acid blood. I'm pretty sure.
But do we know for sure? I don't know. Is there?
No, it's never been proven. So I think that's how they got away from it because
they can get away.
But the face huggers do. But the face huggers that are inside the eggs, they have the acid blood.
There you go. That's true. Yeah.
So still, there would be some acid that would start burning through and into the water. You'd think as they were trying to leave the water. But again, it's an all right movie. So
does the water
dilute it?
Yeah.
Maybe, but it also seems like some serious acid. Like the way that, again, in this movie, in one of the first scenes, they go, like we're scared that one of your people will get gun hungry or like start shooting and blow a hole through the hole. God, it's a hard line to say. But yet, like at this point in the movie, they're just shooting wildly. Like so whatever. So these bullets could all be going through shit like any time. But no, that's never addressed again. And this acid is fucking burning. And maybe because it's further in the future that they bring up the fact that like we have tough alloys that it doesn't burn all the way through. But if they're scared of bullets going through, then they should still be scared of the acid going through.
Well, maybe the bullets are better too. When the two aliens kill the one alien though, and it sinks through. It sinks through a few. It thinks they show a picture, and it went through a few layers of.
They keep killing us. And like Ripley, she just fucking pretty much walked through a body of one that should have melted all around her earlier, and so there's a lot of inconsistency, but that's this series. This series is full like incubation times. Like how long does it really take? Like because we're gonna meet somebody who has been incubated as long as everybody else, but it took him like fucking until halfway through this movie, like till the end of this movie, till the fucking chest burster comes out. How does that fucking happen? Like the incubation times are so different. I guess maybe people's bodies fight it more. I don't know.
Kind of like
But
each
yeah,
virus where attacks its victim individually. I'm just throwing thoughts out there.
I'll take that because it's a lot of suspend your disbelief
Uh,
in this movie.
You're not supposed to think that hard about it.
No, there's supposed to be bang, alien, yeah.
That's right.
That's what you're supposed to watch. That's all. That's all that matters.
That movie was great.
Quite something. It had bang, alien, and ooh, people's face melted. There's some really cool kills coming up
really
at
creepy
the end.
alien breasts.
God.
Clone breasts, I mean.
Yes.
Head through the table scene.
If there was some weird breasts showing up, I was like, why?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You just well, why did you have to add that?
That's what I thought too. But we're going back in time now.
So they break through, they blow up all the fucking eggs, and then they jump up and they're going up on the ladder. And I think John is one of the first, and I think it cuts to exactly what you were talking about, where he's crawling up it, and then he looks to the side, and there's a spider there.
Well, he kills an alien. He
kills it's
an
after
alien,
it. Okay.
And then instantly, right after he kills the alien, it flips to the fucking him seeing the spider. It's like
okay,
really
so that's
tight editing.
It's that's coming right up. Okay, yes. So they're all climbing up the ladder. Oh, this is where the second alien comes out. Derp. They're climbing up the ladder, and then the other alien that had disappeared underwater comes in and it jumps up and it starts like attacking them as they're all climbing up a ladder. And it grabs. I think it grabs onto wheels on the back of Christy.
Yeah.
And he's like pulling there. He flips around so he can shoot at it. And they both miss so many fucking shots because Jonah, he also flips around. He does his monkey shit.
Yeah, monkey shit.
And he flips backwards. And this was, again, when I was a 7-year-old kid, I was like, this is the coolest shit ever.
That's pretty cool scene.
It's a pretty cool scene. Like, he flips back and he's shooting so many bullets. And the alien, it's just going back and forth, just dodging. Christy, does he get the last shot or Jonah gets the shot on? And the head blows up.
Pretty sure Jonah gets the shot on
the alien that's right below them. Yeah, and I can't remember why Wheels is carrying Christy. I actually can't remember.
Yeah, anyway,
maybe it's because
Christy ends up cutting himself free, and
Jonah shoots it, and then after he kills the alien, it blows up. But you see the acid hit Christy.
That's right. Yeah. That's how he let go, I think. Yeah.
But I just don't know when it turned to the fact that Reese was hanging onto the bars and Christy was on the other side of him.
Yeah.
I can't remember when but something happens in that moment, like in this whole scene where they turn around.
Is that the acid spit scene?
Oh, maybe.
Is that where the alien? Yeah, that's where the alien spits on Christy, I think.
Spits at Christy, and early, like right at the beginning, yeah. It spits at him, and then they flip around.
Go, yeah, and somehow
and
gets a hold
Christy
of the
grabs,
he's hanging on.
Yeah, Reese grabs it. It's the alien spit, which has only been seen in Alien 3.
Then the fucking alien grabs Christy's leg. Jonah shoots the fucking thing and kills it, but it's still even
Christy's leg. It has its head's blown off.
Yeah,
and it's there we go.
Too much weight.
And this is when Jonah, but like right after he blows it up, he flips up and he goes and there's a spider right next to him. Like it's right as he flips up after its head blows up. He flips up,
sticks his gun right up to the fucking thing.
It's a fun edit, but it doesn't make sense. It's a weird comedic beat that didn't need to be there because there was a very dramatic scene because it cuts right back to Christy like burning up. His face is all burning up from acid, and the alien's hanging on to him. And Wheels is like, God, I can't hold on. And so Christy cuts himself loose and drops down.
Yeah, him and the dead alien drop down. Yeah, it made me with the spider scene made me actually wonder if it was supposed to be some sort of foresight into the aliens actually being in the arachnid family or some fucking thing. That's what it made me think when I saw that.
Well, see, that's actually very funny because it makes more sense with the director's cut, which is in the opening of the director's cut, it cuts to what you think is an alien, but it its mouth opens and all this, but it zooms out and it's just like some alien fly that's out in
Oh,
space, and
oh
somebody
yeah.
like slaps it. So it kind of alludes to the same thing that like, oh, they're just bugs, you know. It would have made more sense. Like that scene makes more sense in the director's cut. 'Cause, oh yeah, it's another bug. They're just fucking scared of bugs now. Like,
I would be.
so yeah, and then they get to the top, and then the other creepy doctor.
Oh yeah, I can't get it open. Give me
Uh,
your gun.
yeah, give me a gun. I'm going to shoot it, and then turns around
Call
and
gives him
shoots
the gun.
Cole. Yeah, Cole for some reason gives him the fucking gun. Like
You're way
she
too
thinks
trusting. Fucking
right. She falls to her death. Oh, falls to her death, quote unquote. Like, and again, it's a well shot scene where she falls back. It kind of is reminiscent of Ripley falling
totally. Yeah.
in Alien 3 when she sacrifices herself.
Totally.
I don't know. Like Christie's face should have been like more melted off for his sacrifice to make sense. Like he just looked like he was a little burned. That was it. Like when he kind of like it looked like he could have just been like and be like, oh, I'm a little fucked up, but I'll make it, and just like cut himself and like turned and grabbed and shook the thing off, or at least hit the water and shook the thing off and come back to me. Well, like it didn't look like he was burned enough. It just I don't know. I thought there should have been more gore there. Like like half of his face should have been melted, like really melting.
Yeah, he had some pretty good melt holes going on, but yeah, I know what you mean though.
Yeah, they played out really dramatically. I guess is also like the way it's shot. It's just like I don't have to do this, and they linger on it for a while, and it's like, well, like I guess he didn't need to, but like he did.
When he gets sprayed in the face, does he grab his face with his hands? Maybe he fucked his hands.
Maybe.
Because that's
See,
what
and
normally
now
that's what somebody would do normally. Your instinct would be
right.
if they got sprayed in your
To
face or
block
something,
it.
you'd be like or whatever. Next thing you get rubbing your hands all in shit.
Look at you, Carl, defending a movie you don't even really like.
I'm not saying I didn't like.
I'll tell you where I think it is in the alien thing once we get to the end, which will come up. I swear to God, people that are watching, there will be an end to this. But it's been a lot of fun doing this alien series with you, Carl.
Just tell me to shut up. You can anytime you can just be like, Carl, shut up.
No, I've had a lot of fun doing this franchise, and next we're gonna do Predator, and then
I
we're gonna.
I was wondering actually. I was like, oh, what am I watching this week?
Yeah, so next week it's gonna be Predator, and we're gonna just start from the beginning, just Predator
from the beginning, like Arnold Schwarzenegger beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't know if those movies are all in a row.
Prey would be the actual, like chronologically, in time span. That would be the first one.
I did watch it.
But no, it's a good one. But we'll get to that.
I didn't mind.
They're all freaking out to get out the door. I don't know. I can't really remember. In the end, Cole comes and opens the door for them. Somehow she made it like all the way down and back up to like open the door for them.
Yeah, and this is when they find out that Cole is what Cole is as well.
It was a
robot.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like she opens the door for him somehow, and they're like, "What the hell? I saw you take a bullet." And he's just a soldier that they kidnap, and he just becomes part of their crew. Like even when the doctor later on, when the doctor is like, "Oh, arrest these guys," he's like, "You know what? Fuck you." Like he actually just becomes a part of like the survivor crew. And I thought he was a great character. He runs up to Cole. He's like, "What? Do you have body armor on you? Come on, what do you got?" We're like I saw you take that bullet. We all saw you take that bullet.
Swear to
And she shows that she's got a big old fucking hole with all the milky liquid fucking android shit that we've seen in all the other movies.
Yeah.
And they haven't gotten past the milky fucking bags of white. I don't know how that works.
That's the magic robot juice.
Apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they all learn that Cole's a robot, which brings up like a funny thing in this
robot
movie.
made by robots that didn't like
a robot made by robots. and that also hates that she's a robot and hates like I kind of hates herself and thinks that she's just disgusting.
Uh-huh.
Like there's a lot of like self-deprecation in this thing in Cole because she's so aware of everything that like she even hates her own existence, but then it makes sense why she really hates Ripley's existence because they brought her to life and she's not a human and she's the monster.
She's seen the files before she left wherever
Yeah,
the hell she was at.
but
She,
before they all got recalled,
yeah, she's seen the
before all
secret
this second
government
gen.
files. She knew.
Yeah,
She knew about it.
yeah,
She
she
was
knew that the company was doing this and it was wrong and that she needed to be strong.
she wanted to kill Ripley.
Yeah, and then this is why she hates Ripley. That they actually become pretty close. The character growth
Mm-hmm.
in this is actually pretty good. It's like they kind of go, so we're both just fucking
Creations.
not. Yeah, exactly. Like we're not like the rest of them. Kind of mentality that they take on with each other, which I think is is really cool
Mm-hmm.
because the whole first half, like Carl just hates her. It's like, oh, just like a kind of a racist, or like, not a racist, but a speciesist or whatever. You can't understand that this thing's alive. That number eight, not Ripley. Again, number eight is alive. That's cool character growth that they do in this movie between those two.
That's probably why Call showed
Uh,
up with the flamethrower so quick in that scene. Because she wanted all of
right?
those. She wanted all of those clones done, and she was just like, oh,
Right?
here, take it, do the
Oh
dirty
yeah,
work."
earlier with Christy, when they find out that the ship is going to Earth, Christy goes like, or Cole goes, "Well, we have to blow up the ship," and Christy just snaps like, "We're not blowing up the ship with us on this fucking thing. We get
Yeah.
off first, then we blow up the ship." Like it
Mhm.
just shows like how quick Cole was to just destroy everything instead of surviving herself or whatever. Like, she was more destined to destroy everything and make sure that this alien, which is a good thought, like it should never get to Earth,
It ends here. Yeah, they were pretty close to Earth too.
right? Did they?
Aren't they only like fucking 84 minutes away at one point or some fucking thing?
The ship still crashes into the Earth. So, I mean, you would think that with that much of an explosion that crash, it will kill them all, but you never know,
Nuh-uh.
right?
Nuh-uh.
I don't think it would. I don't
Me
think it
either.
would.
Those things fucking live in
Right?
fucking lead, man. No fucking way.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Right?
Live.
Like one of them has solidified in there. But the funny thing is that Alien Earth doesn't take place after this movie. It takes place before all of the movies.
Oh yeah,
The new TV show that's coming out.
I remember you told
So
me that. Yeah.
it's a prequel that kind of makes you aware of why Wayland Utani want these creatures. I
Oh yeah.
guess is kind of because apparently they've wanted them since the first movie. Like crew expendable. It's something they want.
Uh-huh.
So they're going into the reason why. So apparently the xenomorphs have made it to Earth before, but we just don't know about it.
You gotta
Stick
just the
around.
just the elite few know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like
Interesting.
spaceship robot that's not a robot. Yeah.
It's kind of like Andor.
But
It's like the pre-story.
yeah,
Yeah, nice.
exactly.
Hopefully it's as good as Andor or better. Anyways, April,
Right.
August.
Yeah, August. Well, so I'm hoping that we can get through the Predator series and maybe do Alien versus Predator 1 and 2 before that comes out.
How many
I
Predator
think we
movies
have
are there?
time. Well, there's 1,
4?
2, 3, 5.
5?
Yeah, 5. With Prey, there's 5. Yeah.
Prey was the 5th one. I'm trying to remember the 4th one.
It's called The Predator, and you might not have seen it. And
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, I guess. But yeah.
and I enjoy it, but it's not a good movie. Again, like Predator 2, I love it, but it's not a good movie.
I don't really
We'll get to that.
I know I watched it.
So, right? I remember because that was one of the reviews I did, but we never actually got to fully film it and put it out there for the old Carl the Madman show.
Fucking editing. Fucking computer.
Right? Anybody out there wants to sponsor Carl with a computer? The Madman can use it.
It would be nice for that kind of crazy editing. What are you using?
Just my cell phone.
Really?
I have programs of everything. Yeah,
Oh.
It definitely lags out through my animations, so I have to like export them as full videos and then do the voiceovers so it's smoother.
So even these 2-hour long live streams that we're doing right now, your phone can process that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I downloaded one. It took like, I don't know, a little bit of time, but not long. The last one we did, Alien 3, that's going to come out
I guess I
tonight
just
or tomorrow.
I guess I don't have a big enough phone. Anyways, go. I was just curious.
Mine's got like 135 gigs on
Yeah,
it.
yeah, okay. That would make a difference.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I was blown away. But yeah, I guess back to the movie. So we were at Cole's a Robot. They have a really good kind of bonding moment beside the crit. And this is where Cole plugs in and the father.
I thought that was
Well,
kind
yeah,
of funny. She pulls out that
right.
pulls
Just
out them. That was
mole.
that was a cool effect, cool idea, cool hiding spot.
Yeah, I thought that made sense for like an input. It was just like a little mole.
Uh-huh. It was good.
Inconspicuous, right?
Yeah, totally. Sneaky.
And yeah, she jacks in.
They all destroyed their modems, but then
Yeah.
Wheels is like, but you can still jack in manually. You know that.
And because she has a hole in her stomach too, she's like, I'm pretty burnt out. I don't know what I can do. So she sends in.
So she jacks in, yeah.
Jacks in, and she decides that she can't blow up the ship. She can't set the timer.
Yeah, there's not enough. There's not enough fuel in the ship to meet critical mass. She says.
Because she's got this big old hole in her stomach. But then she kind of like makes a little bit of, I can't do this. Like I can't. So Ripley goes, well, why don't you just crash it?
That's right.
and she just goes, oh yeah, and just sets it to just crash into Earth, just right into, and not even into the water. When you see it crash, it like hits a continent. Like clearly, it hits a landmass.
I don't.
Not a body of water.
I don't know why I don't remember that scene exactly. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, Cole does all that, and then they realize that the doctor who shot her has ran off and is trying to get them away, trying to lock them out.
Yeah, take off in
take
off in the Betty.
Take off in their ship.
Yeah,
the Betty, their original ship. Cole opens all the doors. They're like, let's give us an easy way. So she opens all the doors, and then the doctor's trying to get through. The door slams, and he's going, Father! And this is another one of my favorite lines of the movie. Because it's so dumb, but it works. And Cole goes, Father's not here, asshole. And then the door slams. And then she starts calling out, intruder alert, all aliens come to Sector 1. All aliens come to Sector 1. Intruder alert. And then it cuts back to her and Ripley and goes, you got a bit of a mean streak, don't you?
That's right.
Yeah. And then they have a bit of a bonding moment there, which I thought was kind of cool. Like, that's needed in a movie like this, because it's been kind of just action, shooting, no real, like none of the, even though they're good characters, none of them have any evolution in this movie other than these two. Really. John is still an asshole. Reese is still the crippled funny guy. Like,
yeah, totally, yeah.
And okay, so they do that. They all start running because they cleared the ship so they can all get right to the Betty. They all start running there, and then Ripley gets all weird. She gets real weird. And she starts smelling the grates and getting all weird about it. Like
more
artsy stuff. And she's like, I can, yeah. And this whole next like 10, 20 minutes is almost just pure art stuff. It's not necessary. It just slows down the pacing of the movie. Because I thought like them leaving was perfect. It was a good setup. And like her getting pulled down. So yeah, Ripley is smelling. She goes, I can hear her, the queen. She's in pain. And then Cole's going, no, we have to go. And then the hole gets pulled out. Oh yeah, all the way. They also found, at some point in this movie, they found a guy who has been clearly impregnated with an alien, but it hasn't burst yet. So he's just hanging out with them. And he just has some comedic lines. He's just a random new character that they add to the movie. And he doesn't really have anything special except for the best kill of the movie, I think. And I'll tell you how they actually did like the whole shot of that later on when we get there. But so this guy's connected to it, and Ripley gets pulled down, and you see her in this weird swarm of aliens that are just all like laying next to each other, and pulling her into the hive. But yet, like, none of these aliens are attacking the rest of the people up there. They're just like weird art shit. Like she and Ripley's laying there like, and like these aliens are pulling her in. Like, what is happening in this fucking scene, man? And that one has always made me like, as a kid, I was like, that's weird, right? That's
Uh,
that's fucking weird. And it was fucking, and it still is to this day a weird scene.
mhm.
And then just Stefano. Oh no, no, not the Stefano. The weird guy that not the weird guy, but the guy that they found comes running up and he watches Ripley getting pulled into the aliens. He goes, "Oh, we have to go." And maybe because it's the guy that's already impregnated with an alien and the robot that are staring down into it, that's the reason that none of the aliens come up to attack anybody else. The only
Oh,
two
yeah.
people that are looking there, it's like one of them is impregnated, one of them is a robot. This is just I've watched this movie 1,000 times, and I've always wondered why these aliens don't jump up. But all the humans have ran right past, and they're more focused on bringing Ripley number 8 down to go see the Queen. So the rest of them are just keep running to the ship. They get there, and Ripley gets pulled down, and she gets carried by an alien. So what do you think about that shot? Where it's just like fades in and out of like the light, and it's just an alien, just like walking. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I'm trying to remember it, and it's. I don't know. It didn't jump out at me in any kind of way.
It's one of those shots that I was like, it's good that it didn't stay in your mind 'cause it stayed in mine because it's just carrying the Ripley and she's like and kind of like leaning against it and it's weird.
Hmm.
It's just fucking weird, and then it's carrying her to the hive, the chamber, the egg chamber, whatever you want to call it, the nest,
The
like
nest.
that
There
is
you
the
go. Yeah.
core of the nest.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So then it cuts to no, then it cuts to the ship, and that's when they're all in the ship and they're getting it ready to leave. No wait, no Ripley's there. She's okay. No, so no, she's in the Queen. So it stays with Ripley in the nest for a while, and it cuts to Ripley waking up, and fucking Brad Dourif, the scientist, is in the cocoon, and he's just like talking to Ripley and just speaking out loud, going, "Yeah, so it all started off normally. You know, the Queen had her eggs, but then something started off different. It was different. She had something inside of her, something that was human. And this is the gift that you gave her, Ripley. You gave her the gift of a human reproductive
I,
cycle or
I
something like
I
that."
wrote that down actually. Yeah, it was. Where did I lose it? Crap. I thought I did. Maybe I didn't.
And then,
Unexpected benefit of genetic crossing process.
yes,
Unexpected benefit of genetic crossing process. That's what they said.
yes,
That's what they said. I don't know why I wrote that down.
and yeah, it's a good one. It just kind of stands out. And yeah, and he's just giving her this whole speech. Well, it cuts to the alien queen, and it looks in distress. It has this sack that's doing something different, and it's gooey, it's gross, it's slimy, it's wet. The whole cocoon scene. It's just gross.
Hmm.
And Ripley's just sitting there watching it, and then the hybrid burst out. And this is when we get to the hybrid, the thing, and it burst out, and you see it has eye socket, and you can see the eyes in it. That's why this one it distinctly has eyes, and it's like a child's eyes. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, they're
And
very
just so
dramatic
ju-
eyes. Dramatic.
and just so you know, the original version was even grosser than this.
Yeah.
It was the same thing, but it had male and female genitalia. They were both hanging out. Like it had like a big dick and then a vagina and then balls under the vagina. It's gross. And I will find a picture to put up there.
I'm good. Okay, yeah.
But for my edited version,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
will find a picture of it because
Yeah.
it is so much worse. And they even made prosthetics of it. And this is some of those reshoots that the company was like, no, you took it too far. We can't do that. We can't do that. Okay. So kind of back, so it just has the belly that overflaps all that. Like it just kind of like it has this big flappy belly that just hangs over everything, which is again weird. And then big old titties, just hanging titties, big old alien titties. And yeah, but it bursts out, and then it smells the queen, and it rejects the queen as its mother, which is I thought that was a pretty like shocking scene. I was like, oh, what? And
Yeah.
it just bitch slaps the queen, like just bear dogs the thing, and just rips off the whole top of its head. I thought that was like holy shit, this thing is strong. Like if it could just slap an alien queen's head and just take the whole top of it off, this thing is dangerous.
This is version 2 taking over.
Right? And then it gets up and it gets out and you see it in all its glory. I don't know it's awful and it's just it is a disturbing design. Like it has a little bit of a human head, but the alien head, but then the eye sockets with dramatic looking eyes that are like way too expressive.
Yeah, that's one of the things I struggled
And
with in this movie.
right?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. And then it moves up and it comes up to Ripley and it starts smelling Ripley and then it licks Ripley. Mama! Like, and then the scientist is like, look, it's calling you, it looks at you like its mother. You're like, it's your mama. And then the alien just, the hybrid turns to him, the scientist has been talking this whole fucking time, and just like walks up to her, like, and he's like, yeah, come to me. Yeah, come to me. Like, what
that's
is
right.
wrong with this fucking, like just saying the scientist is like the creepiest part. Oh, come to me. Yeah, yeah. And it comes up to him, and then just fucking, and eats his fucking skull. And this is one of the the whole series when it pulls away and there's just his whole head has been bitten off and there's just like blood and brain matter falling out and it's just like falling out of the hybrid's mouth and then I can't remember how Ripley gets out of this scene. I think she runs away as that's happening, like as like right after.
I don't remember either.
She runs away and then she gets into the ship and she closes it and she thinks, oh, yeah, we got away. Classic alien ending. They all do it. The second ending, where they all think they're getting away, and then there's like, oh, the goddamn door, the one that always doesn't close. So can somebody get out there and close that door?
Oh yeah.
So Donner sends Cole back there, and she goes and looks at it, and she gets to the door. She tries to pull it, and she can't get it closed, and then turns around, and there's the fucking hybrid alien that made its way onto the ship. Classic alien move. It's made its way onto the spaceship. Surprise, right? At this point, yes, we know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I also love how it just reaches out, grabs the door, and slams it shut.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Instead of like color like anything, it's just like, no, you're fucked. And just kind of closes it. And then they start off and it shakes everything. So Cole's able to go and hide underneath something. And they're flying away. They're getting out. And they keep trying to call back. Hey, Cole. And they're trying to get a hold of her. And so they send Stefano, I think his name is, or whatever.
Something like that, yeah.
The soldier boy. Oh, I guess we skipped the whole scene where, yeah, we did. We did skip one scene where the rest of the crew gets to the ship and Ripley shows up too. And then the doctor shows back up again. You know, the evil doctor. He shows up again. He's like, oh, we're taking the ship. And then this is when he goes, Stefano, take all their weapons. And Stefano's like, you know what, honestly, sir, fuck you. And then they all turn the weapons on him. He's like, oh, well. And then he does a big old Mexican standoff kind of scene. And then the guy who has the alien coming that's been sitting there in him for way too long, he starts feeling it coming out. And he runs up to the guy, to the fucking doctor, and just starts wailing on him. Like, beats the shit out of this guy. Like, just starts beating his head. And the doctor puts like 5 bullets in him, too, as he's running towards him. He's just like, ah! And the guy still fucking beats his head in. And then he grabs the doctor and sits him against his chest because he can feel that that's where it's coming out. And he holds the doctor in there. And then they do a really, okay, Ruby, okay. It's Ruby. Animals. Yeah, so they do this cool scene where the camera goes down, where it goes like down the guy's throat. They actually put a camera down his throat and then reversed the shot. And then that's how they got it. They put it down and then they just reversed it so it was going down. Like they put it down and filmed it coming up and then reversed it. And then they added the CGI alien in there. But like that's how they actually got the shot. And it was the actual actor's throat too. He was like, yeah, sure, why not?
Oh God.
I wouldn't sign up for that shit. But I still think it's one of my favorite kills of the movie because he holds the doctor's head and you see the alien and then just bursts through the guy's head. Like just and like the dude's head is everywhere. Like there's a lot of gore in this one too. They do really good with the gore effects. And then the rest of the crew just opens up and they shoot the alien and it's dead. Again, acid, what? Maybe no, it's not whatever. I'm gonna forget about that, but because like if they shot the alien there, it would have burned through the but I think they did it like at I don't know. Suspend my disbelief.
There you go. Yeah, there's no hole in the hole yet. No hole in the
Right?
hole. No, that's later.
No, not yet. So yeah, they're flying away back to where we were. They're flying away, and they keep trying to call Cole. So Ripley, she gets kind of a sense. So they should send to Stefano, and this is another one of my favorite kills of this movie, which I wish they linger on longer because it is such a savage fucking head crush. But yeah, DeStefano walks in there, and the hybrid is going for Cole, and then pulls away, and then there's DeStefano, and he walks in. So the hybrid like kind of hides, and then DeStefano goes through, and then it finds him, and then it just wraps its big ass hands around him and just crushes his head, and you just see it just fucking fold. But it's a split fucking edit, but you just see the whole dude's head just fold in this fucking creature's arms, and it's so good. And I just wish they lingered on that for like just like a half second longer. It's such a good death kill, and I want to know how they did it. It's probably just like a mold of the guy, and but like it was so good. That's one of those gore kills that you go, oh, they did that right. Rewind, and then Ripley ends up being like, what's going on in there? So she goes down there, and then it cuts between a whole scene that doesn't really matter with Johnner and Reese that are trying to figure out how to fly the fucking thing. Because Ripley's the pilot. Like Ripley knows how to fly this thing because it's older than she is. Somehow, like movie magic. So it's something she could fly. And then she leaves to go deal with the hybrid. So it kind of cuts in between Ripley dealing with the hybrid and and then them trying to figure out how to fly the thing and like land in Earth. And that's when it cuts in one of those scenes that cuts and you see the whole ship crash into the Earth, and it's just like it just blows up and it just crashes into a continent. No, they didn't aim for water. Nope, none of that shit. Right? So Ripley goes to deal with the hybrid, and some of this scene is it's all right. I mean, I get it, but it's so weird when she's rubbing up on it and be like, oh yeah, and then she cuts her hand, so you feel like the acid blood, and then throws it against the window, one of the windows.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, in the ship. Yeah, she throws the acid blood in the window, and it rips a hole, and then
I was trying to remember how the hole got there. That's right.
Yeah, and then the hole starts sucking everybody in. And again, how do these airlocks work in these movies? Because in Aliens, it was like a whole fucking floor, like as big as the bottom of my house. Like, that whole size of a hole that was open.
Yeah, like a cargo drop, like a loading
that pulled
docking loading door.
That pulled the alien queen that landed on Ripley, and she was able to hold it again, movie magic. But she was able to hold that thing without getting her whole body just fucking thrown through this hole. But yet this thing, there's a fucking like a pea-sized hole gets burned through this window, and this alien gets sucked into it. And then it is one of the most disturbing death scenes. Just the way that they do it. Because it is so expressive and looks at her like, "Mommy, why?" Like it has these eyes that are like just like so weird. And then and then it pulls away from the hole, and then gets sucked back into it, and then like its whole insides get blown out the back. Which
Getting sucked
this is
out.
when the
Yeah.
CGI. This is like the worst part of CGI is when it cuts to like just like a bunch of guts in space.
Yeah. Coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, it just looks awful. It like I thought it was just like a bunch of beige pieces being thrown out. Like there's no distinction. It clearly was a CGI effect that stood out to me where I went, that's not good. Maybe they were running out of money at that point, but it was just
Maybe.
with that, like its stomach gets like fucking pushed out, like all of its guts get pushed out onto the floor and then sucked back in. Like it is such a gross scene for this thing. And it's
That's
sucked back in,
it's quite the death
and
scene.
then it comes right, and then it comes up to the expressive skull. The absolute worst part CGI to me
Yeah.
in this is the skull when it makes like this whole very expressive face and then gets pulled through and
Mhm.
breaks through, and that looks awful.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that, I could do.
I didn't like it.
I could probably do a better effect. Like all real stuff that they did without the CGI, that looked cool. I mean, I could do
Yeah.
without that death in general, but the actual gore of it, like with its inside splitting out and like its like body slowly sucking through, I thought that looked cool. But the whole skull thing was just you should have not done that. It was too much. And like, when it cut to like the last half of it, it was just all CGI. It was
It's
bad.
puppy dog eyes.
Yeah, why give you like why mom why like like go on you have to like get
Didn't
boy get
didn't
I don't love you.
Ripley looked like she was suffering in sadness herself
Yeah,
though, or number 8 or
yeah. Number 8 was they had a
baby,
moment, right? They had
baby.
this weird moment, and like yes but no, you have been trying to kill these things the whole movie, so just no Ripley. And
Oh
then
no.
yeah, I guess like and then the movie just kind of ends with them pulling into Earth and looking out and then going like, "Oh, it's beautiful." And to me as a kid, when she says like, "Yeah, I'm a stranger here too. I don't know what I'm doing," that made me like realize, Ripley hasn't been to Earth in hundreds of years. Like, 'cause she has to be declared dead somewhere like hundreds of years before. At least
Years.
after Alien 3. Yeah, 200 years. Yeah.
200 years
She had to,
is what Cull says at one
yeah,
point in the movie.
yeah.
Ripley,
So,
whoever such and such died 200 years
yeah,
ago.
yeah. When she's like, I am Lieutenant Ellen Ripley. Yeah, Haley Tawny and blah blah blah. She's like, oh no, you're not.
You died 200
Yeah.
years ago.
So, Carl, what was your overall feel of this movie?
It was a good action movie. It was I don't know.
Brainless?
It was
Because
it was good.
it was to me like I had a lot of nostalgia of it as a kid
Hmm.
because like it I don't know all the action and the funny characters like they all like stood out to me as a child, but now that I watch it I'm like it's a popcorn movie. It's something you can put on in the background.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, it's a popcorn
Like
movie.
out of this series, it's just something you can have in the background and be like, huh, what's going on? What? And then there's some cool action scenes, but it's nothing that makes you think like Prometheus tries to make you do. And yeah, so for the end one, but where would you put this? I myself, I'll tell you where I rank it. I don't want to hear yours. I put it above Prometheus, but below Alien 3. I would put Alien 3 above this. I'd rather like I even though Alien 3 is depressing and it's a hard movie to watch as a movie experience, but again, that's the assembly cut. So,
Assembly cut's better. I agree.
yeah. So these two are pretty close, but I would still put Alien 3 above it because I liked what they tried to do in that movie. This movie is pure schlock. You know, it's just kind of like, it's an alien movie, but not really. Like, there's nothing to think about. They don't have any, like, the Cole being an android and her hating Ripley for being not a human, and then them coming together. Like that's the most that they had for character growth. But that was that
At least
like, that didn't really.
At least there was character in it. I
Yeah,
agree, though. Yeah, if as far as what you just said, I would agree completely.
yeah,
This movie came across to me being kind of Hollywoody. You know,
yeah. And to me, I
I don't
kind
know
of found
exactly what that means, but
me too. And I kind of thought this was kind of like Covenant in a way. But I liked Covenant coming out of Prometheus. I liked Alien Covenant because it was more alien, but it was also still had that Hollywood kind of shine to it, like joke. But they leaned into more of the horror in that movie, which I liked. This one was definitely one-liners, explosions.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that I guess that's what I mean by Hollywoody.
Yeah, well, yeah. Again, in my eyes, you should definitely check out Aliens, Alien 3. If you want to get sent through a whole emotional spectrum, if you like
You
Alien
need
3,
aliens. You need the fucking special cut of
it's
Alien
definitely
3
cut.
for me to
Yeah,
agree with that. Anyhow, but because the
it's very,
theatrical version is hard to watch, I thought of Alien
it's
3.
actually pretty bad. Me too. Like that was the low point other than Prometheus for this was the theatrical cut, but the
Mm.
assembly cut brought it up because there's
Total
more character growth.
brought it up so much too. Like made it
Yeah,
be a good, like pretty good movie. But
yeah,
I don't know.
absolutely.
But anyways, go ahead.
Yeah. So I would say Prometheus, if you really want to put yourself through a fucking garbage, but you want to learn where the space jockeys come from in this universe, you should watch you could watch Prometheus. You could probably skip it, and I think you could actually skip that entirely, other than the whole android thing. So you have to kind of know what David is, but anyways, Covenant is a good fun movie. That's another great one to watch. It's fun.
Mm.
It's more in the spirit of Alien. And also, I think Romulus is a really good movie to watch. That kind of bridges. Definitely, if you've watched 1, 2, 3, and Resurrection, I think if you watch Romulus, it makes more sense. The ending, why they did it. Because the ending, that's something I wanted to bring up. The ending to this movie and the ending to Romulus are the fucking same ending,
Pretty
in a
much,
sense,
yeah.
with there being this weird hybrid thing that
Mm.
didn't need to be in the fucking movie, but they put it in both movies, and it's terrifying, it's creepy, but it doesn't need to be there. I don't know. Let me
That's
know in
what
the comments when I put this out.
that's what I thought about Romulus too. It didn't need to happen. It was already a good movie.
Yeah, to me, it should have ended when they left. Maybe she died in childbirth, and it kind of ended there with maybe an egg being born. Like if it ended with the egg being born and them leaving, so you knew that there was some kind of weird alien thing on the ship. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Like that would have been a cool cut just there, and then they would have got that horrific fucking birth scene, which was fucking awful. Which is like they wanted to outdo the gore and outdo like the shock value, and that's something Eddie Alvarez, the director of that movie, really wanted in there. He wanted to outdo the gore and the shock value. So that's why he had the whole birth scene. So if he wanted to still keep that in the movie, sure, keep it, but end it with the birth and then have it like roll off or something. Her dead. Nobody else knows that it's there. They're flying off and going to this thing. Boom. Movie done.
You know,
Then it leaves one thing.
I wonder how many times, it almost seems like they made that for trailer purposes.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
like how many times do like studios say we need something for the trailer that ends up not being good for the movie?
Yeah, it happens all the time. Actually, once we get into the superhero stuff, so I'm going to make you watch some superhero schlock, but that's down the road.
I have like zero lower when it comes to superheroes. Mm-hmm.
That's perfect
I don't
because
know. I don't know fuck all.
there's one movie that they released. They released a trailer for the movie, and the trailer went gangbusters. I'm not going to say the movie, but the trailer went gangbusters. And then for some fucking reason, Warner Brothers hired the people that did the trailer to edit the whole movie.
Yeah, that's probably not it. That's probably
Oh,
that's
the
probably not a
spit
great
act.
idea.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's a very bad
I
idea.
wouldn't think of
So
it.
then they took it all out of the director's hands. And yeah, so that's another one where where the studio just gets in the way. Anyways, this has been Alien Resurrection. This has been, I guess, our finale, which is cool that it's a two-parter because it's good for the finale of the Alien franchise. But don't worry, we're not done dealing with alien beings that like to fuck with humans. Because next we're going to be coming up with Predator.
Predator
Yes, the original.
with the
And
original Jesse the
Arnold
Body
Schwarzenegger.
Ventura, Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Oh yeah, all of them. All of
Carl
them. Carl,
Weathers.
yeah, and
I have seen that movie quite a few times. I gotta
yeah,
say,
Clark Duke.
more than any of the Alien movies I've seen.
Perfect, because a lot to tell you. Because I love that movie, and this is the point where I'm going to put in my editing my favorite clip that I always use. It's just that where he throws the knife, catches the guy, goes stick around. So again, stick around. Okay,
And,
that played out. Okay,
and,
perfect. Stick
and,
around.
and when are we doing that? Next week or a
Do
couple
you
of
want
weeks
to
or
do you
whatever
want to
you
aim?
want? Next Monday?
Yeah, I would love to keep getting these filmed, so I have a backdrop of things that I can release as edited videos too.
No, I'm good. I think I'm good. I should be good. Mondays should be good. I'll let you know if something pops up on a Monday where I'm not good, but I should be good Mondays.
Okay,
Mondays at 8
so Monday's at 8 for
Pacific.
the Pacific time. Yes,
That's 11 Eastern.
Monday's at 8. Check us out. And Carl the wait man, I think that way.
No, I remember now.
Yeah,
I think it was that way.
Woo. I don't know. I'm gonna keep pointing.
It was fun. Yeah, it was fun.
It's been a
Yeah,
while.
I'm looking.
Yeah, it was
I'm looking
fun.
forward
And
to moving into Predator. Yeah.
right? And there's some good movies, there's some bad movies, and there's some movies I like that are considered. So I'm glad to hear your takes on them. And as always, Carl, don't forget to keep nerdy and stay chaotic.
Fork.
Fuck.
It's fork.
How did you?
How did we get you? Hard work. We used blood samples from Fiore 16 on ice, where you died. We've remade you. We cloned you.
Fiore, 16.
Does that ring a bell? Are you remembering something?
Does it grow?
Yeah. Very rapidly.
It's a queen.
How did you know that?
She'll breed. You'll die. Everyone in the company will die.
In the company?
Wayland, Utani. Ripley 8's former employers.
Terran Growth Conglomerate. They had defense contracts under the military. Oh, they went under decades ago. Get them in way before your time. Bought out by Walmart. Fortunes of war. I think you will find that things have changed a great deal since your time.
I doubt that.
We're not flying blind here, you know. It's the United Systems military, not some greedy corporation.
Oh. Well, it won't make any difference. You're still gonna die.
How do you feel about that? Wish you could understand what we're trying to do here. The potential for this species goes way beyond urban pacification. New alloys, new vaccines. Nothing like this we've ever seen on any world before. You should be very proud.
Oh. I am.
And the animal itself. Wondrous. Potential. Unbelievable. Once we've tamed them.
Roll over, play dead, heal. You can't teach it tricks.
Why not? We're teaching you.